Alrighty, morning everyone. So, in this video, we are going to talk about a very specific kind of electrical transformer. In fact, the best electrical transformer you can possibly come across, because it's the one that you're going to make the absolute most amount of money possible, ever, period. There is no better transformer out there whatsoever that you could make faster money with. Let me show you why. It's this one. Doesn't really look that simple, right? Doesn't really look like you could make like a ton of money in a very short period of time, but it is. And let me show you why. Now, this thing consists of basically, let's say 5 parts. We've got these 3 copper spools. In the middle, they are just very thick copper spools, and I don't really want to drop it because it weighs like 15 kilos, so we don't want to do that. But you can see like they are thick, like probably 1.5 inches thick. And in the middle is not a steel core, but a ferrite core. And that means that you can just crack this core with a hammer. Doesn't matter what kind of hammer it really is. However, that's not all. These cores just slide out of there. They are not attached to those at all. And when you unscrew these 3 screws here, 1, 2, and the third one is behind this little bent piece of aluminum, you are gonna have 3 separate pure copper coils that you can throw into number 2 copper as is. And that's not even all. These ferrite cores are way lighter than your usual steel cores. And you only have aluminum plates on it, which are actually worth good money and which are also very light. So that means that almost all of this weight, approximately 80%, is copper. So that means from this transformer, I'm gonna weigh it up and we'll see how much it actually weighs. I don't think it actually weighs 15 kilos. I was exaggerating a little bit. I think it weighs maybe like 9 to 10, something like that. So this should yield us maybe 7 kilos of copper. Hopefully. That's very optimistic, but it should in theory do that. And besides that, we're also gonna have like 1 to 2 kilos of aluminum. So we are gonna get into that right now. I'm gonna unscrew that and take all these little switch thingies off in time lapse, and then I'm gonna show you everything that came out of it, and then we are gonna weigh it up, and then you'll see how great these transformers really are, because it's probably like this one is very messed up. You can see that, right? They threw that one around with an excavator, so I have to unbend this first. But if you would just get them as is, this would legit take you a minute. 1 minute. And that's what we are gonna take as our time measurement thingy, because what I'm gonna have to do now is very time consuming. Like not very, but a little bit time consuming. And so yeah, but I'm gonna stop talking now and we're gonna go straight into time lapse. I'm gonna do all that and then we'll see how much money we actually gonna make off of this. So here we go. Okay, before we do that, we obviously have to weigh the thing, otherwise we're not gonna know how much it actually weighed. So let's do that right now. I'm gonna weigh it up now, and I hope you can see how much it weighs. So here we go. So as you were hopefully able to see, that thing weighed approximately 13.5 kilos, so I was actually not that far off with my 15 kilo guess. That's nice, that's really, really cool. And the bucket weighs 0.5 kilo, so I subtracted that, so about a pound, you know. And so the whole thing is like what, like 30 pounds? Yeah, approximately 30 pounds. It's decent, very decent weight. Let's see what we can get out of it, and let's really now jump into time lapse and take this thing apart. Here we go. Alrighty, so yeah, as I thought, this was a bit more difficult as they usually are because this one was so messed up. But we have it all apart. You can see in the time lapse it kind of exploded on me. I don't know why that happened, but it did that, whatever. Doesn't really matter now. We've got all the copper, the 3 copper coils over there, and we've got the aluminum plates in there. We're going to weigh both of them. And then we are going to check the percentage that we actually got. And I hope it's going to be approximately 80%. I hope I didn't remember that wrong. If I did, oh well. You know, we're going to figure it out now, and we'll see how much this stuff is actually worth. So I guess let's just do that. Here we go. Okay, so pretty much looks like we've got 10 kilos in total on the stuff that's actually worth it. We've got 90 kilos of copper. You always have to subtract half a kilo or like approximately a pound for the bucket. These buckets really like exactly weigh about a pound or 500 grams. And so we are going to subtract that. And so we've got 9 kilos or like, what, 20 pounds approximately of copper. And then we've got like 1 kilo or like let's just say 2 pounds of aluminum. And that is approximately a 75% yield of stuff in general that is worth something, so aluminum and copper, and approximately 67% yield in copper. So it's still extremely good. It's not as extremely good as I remembered. It probably was a different model or something like that I took apart. But this is still absolutely awesome. And you're just not going to find anything that's going to make you this amount of money in such a short period of time. So yeah, I would say that is really, really good. What we ended up making here was approximately 60 euros. So like $70 with this one transformer in 5 minutes. Took me 5 minutes to take this thing apart now. It might even take you, if you get a perfectly like fine one that's not all bent up and like that, you might even get it in 1 minute. So that would be $70 in 1 minute. I'm pretty sure that we can all agree on the fact that you can't get any more money out of something like, period. I mean, I don't even know. That would be enough for an entire day. You would only need to do one of those every single day and you would have a very, very decent income. So these are so great. They are absolutely awesome. I cannot get over how great these transformers are. If you ever come across one, buy it. It almost doesn't matter what price you're paying for it. You can probably pay up to like $2.50 for it and still make decent amount of money. So these transformers are absolutely awesome, and you can't make any more money in scrap than with these, like at least not in this amount of time and with a limited amount of tools, obviously. So this is absolutely awesome. I mean, you don't, it doesn't get any better than this. So we've basically peaked as far as value per minute. Yeah, I mean, I'm always kind of blown away at how good these really are. Like, this is the only thing I really have to do today. You know, I can now go upstairs, have a cup of tea, and not do anything for the rest of the day, because this is what I aim to make in a single day. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, always, anything you might want to still know, write it in the comments below. If you really like the video, rate it with either like a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you might want to do. I don't really mind that at all. And also, please subscribe to the channel so that we can, like, you know, get more subscribers, and that's always a very cool thing. So yeah, please do that as well if you want to. Only if you want to. It's only, it doesn't cost anything, and it's entirely voluntarily. So if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. You can still come here and watch these videos whenever you want. You don't have to subscribe to do that, but it would be really cool if you did. So thank you very, very much for watching, and until next time.